Hi guys, this is Dr. Pangelinen, and in this lecture I'm going to talk about the first skill module of the Special Olympics Young Athletes Program, Foundational Skills. At the end of this lecture, students will understand the activities in the Foundational Skills module. You'll learn how to observe children's movements while they perform the different activities in the module. And you'll learn how I created activities to build upon the skills trained in this module. The goals for this module include helping children become aware of how their body moves in relationship to their surroundings. Second, children will build body awareness, strength, flexibility, coordination, and endurance, which serve as the foundation for activities at home, at school, and in the community. The right image shows all of the activities in this module. I will go through each of these activities in terms of the goals and modifications. Then we'll watch the videos of children doing each activity. The first activity in this module is called Scarf Games. For this activity, the goal is to follow the movement of the scarf with the head and eyes. This skill is called tracking. Second, the children will practice catching the scarf with a head, hand, foot, or other body parts. This is a simple form of interception. The activity guide includes suggestions for group play. For example, children can toss the scarves to each other. There are also suggestions for healthy play. For example, the children can try to name different fruits or vegetables each time they toss the scarf. In addition, coaches and parents can increase the number of directions for what to do with the scarf. For example, the activity guide suggests that the coach could say, if you have a green scarf, pass it to the person next to you. Or, pass the scarf behind your back to the next person. Now let's watch a video of a child participating in this activity. In the video, the coach moves the scarf up and down, and the child reaches for the scarf and eventually grabs the scarf. This is a very simple example. You can do more complicated things with the scarf as mentioned. The next activity for this module is called Children's Songs. For this activity, the goal is to learn to associate words with actions and body parts. There are different options for what songs could be sung and what movements are practiced. For example, the activity guide recommends songs like The Wheels on the Bus or If You're Happy and You Know It. The children can clap their hands, rub their belly, tap their head, etc. There are suggestions for healthy play in which the lyrics to Twinkle Twinkle Little Star are provided in the additional resources section. The modified lyrics are Apple, apple, way up high, I can reach you if I try, climb a ladder, hold on tight, pick you quickly, take a bite. There's no video that corresponds with this activity. The next activity is called I Spy. The goal of this activity is to notice different items in the space and walk, run, or crawl to those items. The coach or one of the participants can identify objects by color, shape, or healthy foods placed around the room. The activity can be modified so that the children work in pairs and take turns spying different objects. Let's watch a video of children playing this game. You can see that the children need to be aware of each other while they're playing this game, as well as the equipment placed around the space. The coach reminds the little boy in yellow to run back to the starting line once he's identified that object. The next activity is called Obstacle Course. The goal of this activity is to practice concepts such as on and off, over and under, fast and slow, while building coordination and listening skills. Any objects or equipment can be used to build the obstacle course, and the children can help build the obstacle course as well as the coaches. Let's watch a video of a child going through an obstacle course. this obstacle course, the child practices balance, two-footed hopping, eye-foot coordination while stepping over the obstacles. The next activity is called musical markers. The goal of this activity is to practice running, walking backwards, crawling, and twisting. The child will move their bodies around the space and listen for when the music stops. When the music stops, the children have to find a floor marker to stand on. Each time, a marker is removed so that at the end of the activity, there is only one large hoop at the center of the space that all the children share. Healthy play can be incorporated by using floor markers with healthy foods. Standing on one of these healthy food floor markers reinforces making healthy decisions about foods. There is no video of this game. The next activity is called Tunnels and Bridges. I briefly described this activity in my overview lecture about the Young Athletes program. For this activity, children and adults make tunnels by touching the ground with their hands and feet with their hips in the air. The other children crawl through the tunnels. To make a bridge, the adults and children get down on their hands and knees, and the other children climb over the bridges. The goal of this activity is to build strength, stamina, and body awareness. Let's watch the video for this activity. The variation for this activity is that the child pushes a ball through the tunnel. The coach helps push the ball through the tunnel, but during the activity, the children creating the tunnels must maintain their body position, which requires whole body strength and stamina. The next activity is called Animal Games. For this activity, the children will move their bodies like different animals. For example, for bear crawl, the children will crawl or walk on all fours with their knees not touching the ground. For the crab walk, the children will sit on the floor with both feet flat on the floor and their knees bent. They will then crawl with their hands and feet, lifting their hips off the floor. For the game Crabs and Fishes, the children will do the crab walk, and the coach or one of the children will roll a small ball or a beanbag under the children like fish swimming through a sea of crabs. The ball can be kicked or pushed by the other children playing the game. The goal of animal games is to build strength, stamina, and body awareness while moving like different animals. Let's watch the video for this activity. Here the coach shows a child how to walk like a crab from one cone to another. The coach reminds the child to lift their hips and hold the crab position. This is a variation of Crabs and Fishes. One child pushes a beanbag underneath the crabs, and the coach helps to slide the beanbag through both children. The next activity is called Parachute Games. For this activity, children and adults will hold the edges of a parachute or large flat sheet. They will work together to move the parachute up and down. A beanbag or a ball can be placed on top of the parachute, and the children need to keep the parachute moving up and down while keeping the ball or beanbag from falling off the parachute. The children can work together as a group to make small and big waves. The children can let go of the parachute when it's lifted up and run under the parachute as it falls back down. Again, the goal is to work together. Let's watch a video of this activity. The children can play with the parachute while standing or sitting. They can make small waves or big waves. They can move small toys or a ball or beanbags on top of the parachute, and they can go under the parachute when it's lifted up. The last activity for foundational skills is called Magic Carpet Ride. For this activity, the children take turns sitting on a blanket or sheet. They must hold onto the blanket tightly as the adults push the child along the floor slow and fast. The goal of this activity is to build hand strength and balance. Let's watch a video of this activity. As the child is able to maintain balance, they can let go of the sheet or blanket during Magic Carpet Ride. Now that you understand all of the activities in this module and have watched the videos of children participating in the different activities, you can start thinking about how the activities can be modified. You can change the equipment or instructions or rules, but the general goal should be the same as the original activity. For your group projects, you will need to create images and simple text to describe your new activity for the module that you were assigned. In the next video, I will go through 2 examples of group projects that build upon the skills in the Foundational Skills module. These examples will help you to understand the expectations, goals, and grading for the group project. Please let me know if you have any questions about any of the concepts from this module. As mentioned, there will not be a quiz on this material for this week. However, next week we will resume with weekly quizzes on the materials for each of the subsequent skill modules in the Young Athletes program.